have the Continental Classic going on in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
These are your 12 participants, and the official thing is Okada is only putting up the Continental Championship.
Yeah.
So if he loses, he will only lose the Continental Championship. He will still be international champion. But if he wins if he keeps the belt, he will still be known as unified champion.
Yes.
What?
Hold on. Uncle Callus, Uncle Donnie there. Laid it out
Uncle
perfectly.
Donnie, he laid it out. That was that was last week. He laid it out.
This man's a double champion. Why should he put up both belts?
Hold on. No.
Go ahead.
And look, in other situations, I'd be like, hell yeah, they made it fit the fucking story. No, absolutely fucking not, because they had a match. You literally had the unified champion.
There's not knowing
what the fuck words mean.
Wait, do you not remember there was a third belt for just when they were unified? No. That's only for the time period when they are unified, though.
No.
Yes.
This is the same bullshit.
That's literally when Roman Reigns that belt was
at
a belt.
The Universal and the WWE Championship, and then you got that big gold motherfucker for the Undisputed Championship, and he was carrying all three belts around. But eventually, this motherfucker started carrying one belt. Why?
This was what we were joking about.
Unified. No, it's fine. No, I'm with you. But this shit is fucking stupid. Why? Because the separation doesn't exist. It's one time.
I'm about to say that's the issue. You can't say unified champion, but then still at any win you can separate the two belts. Because that's what he was saying with Roman Reigns. It wasn't like Roman separated both belts.
Yeah, so
but it's unified, but that means the international and continental should never exist anymore. It should be just now the unified championship.
But absolutely, they told us the night of that championship when they debuted that third belt.
Is true. That is true.
Are you serious? They said that?
Yeah.
They said that you will have the Continental Championship and then this championship.
Yeah, they did tell us that.
Together will be the unified, and the champion, the belt holder, will have the option of wearing the belts in whatever fucking combination he wants.
Yeah, they did.
My brain auto-translated nonsensical bullshit because I didn't hear any of that. So that means
so Yeager is right. Yeah.
No, wait. Yeah, he's right. But then that means that the culmination of the unified belt itself is null and void, which means that that's the belt that should not exit.
Because there's not going to be a unified belt anymore.
Okay.
No.
If he wins, it's still unified. If he loses,
wait. No, both of y'all are correct. The issue is they had to make this unified championship because international, continental.
That sounds
they would have been the intercontinental champion.
All right. Okay, you know what? Because clearly we're here now. So let's just say this. So here's the thing. So if somebody other than Okada wins this fucking tournament and they win that fucking continental belt, right?
Yes.
Okada will still be international.
So then
Okada will still be international.
Will be snapped out of existence, right?
Yes. Until somebody holds them both again.
Until somebody else holds both.
This is not the stupidest bullshit.
No. Honestly, I would have preferred they did this with Roman because what happened to that third belt? Is it snapped out of existence forever?
No. Cody has it. Cody has that belt. The other two belts.
One belt Cody has is supposed to be for both brands.
The WWE and the Universal. But since Roman unified them again. But no, this is the thing. Since Roman unified them, that now Raw has the World Heavyweight Championship while Cody still is undisputed. Cody's belt title is undisputed. Yeah.
There's your difference. They solidified and made that belt permanent while this one was specifically told that this was going to be a temporary belt. They
as long as somebody is champ. As long as somebody holds both of those titles, yes.
Belts, then that belt exists. Yes. If you don't have both, then that belt does not exist.
Yes. You know what this shit reminds me of? This reminds me of the fucking recess play where you got a whole bunch of kids playing superheroes, and everybody picked their power a long fucking time ago, and everybody's out here, and you got the one kid that has firepower, and all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, bam, you're dead." It's like, no, my fire reincarnates me because I also had the other elements that made me live forever. It's like, bitch, no, you had firepower,
bro. Understanding the rules of this belt is like understanding the rules of some Magic cards. You just gotta read, man. It's okay.
No,
you're gonna be all right.
And you know what? I came to the conclusion that this is nonsensical bullshit that should not exist.
What? You already admitted that you tuned out when they were giving you the rules of the belt.
Yeah, because it was so fucking stupid. I'm saying I read what y'all fed me. Y'all fed me what they said. Right?
Let me hit you.
This shit is stupid.
Oh wait.
It's
hold on. Let me give you. Hold on. I'm getting it ready. Hold on. Let me do this.
Matter of fact, let me full screen this right quick.
Yeah, that's like your opinion, man.
What the
bro? It wasn't hard if you were paying attention. That's what I'm telling you.
But you know
what? That's why I still remember it after 2 weeks.
But see, I think so. I think what's happening, Yeager, I think the part you're missing out what Dizzle is coming from is why, in essence, create a unified championship if he's still both. Like, he's still continental, he's still international.
He's so why make if he loses one?
No. Like, as of right now, Okada is champ.
Yeah,
so he's technically champ.
So you already have.
Why create a? Yeah, so why create a? Okay, so Okada is champ. Yeah. So since he's still champ, why in essence say the titles are unified, but when the Continental Classic happens, you now ununify them?
It's not that. No, guys. No. Here. I'll explain this.
By that logic, I need to go ahead and create a belt for Scoot because he's champ, and he needs a third belt to signify that he's champ.
I'm trying to explain something to you, sir.
Not good.
So, as of right now, as of this taping, as of the tournament still going, all of that.
Yes.
Okada is champ, right?
Yes.
He's got both championships, international and continental.
Correct.
So in this present state, the champ belt exists for Okada because he is champion on both belts.
Correct.
Cool. I'm glad we all understand that. Now, at the end of this tournament, if Okada is to lose this tournament, he will have to drop, what was it, the Continental?
Yes.
Yeah, Continental belt. He would have to drop the Continental belt to whoever wins the tournament.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
At that point, and no point before, is there a split belt? You understand what I'm saying?
What you're saying. We're talking about the third belt.
Is that the point you're missing what we're saying? Why, when Kenny and Okada had that match, why would you introduce a third title if they were still two separate belts in the first place?
It's one belt.
No. Dizzle just brought up a good point with the Roman Reigns thing. When Roman Reigns was champ, they never challenged Roman for either or a title. It was, hey, if you beat Roman, you become champ or undisputed champ.
Those were the rules for a WWE championship. Not
I'm just saying it's still
two
I get what you're saying.
Handled them the same way. Or
I get what you're saying, but the idea is Okay, you know what it was? It was kind of like when Judgment Day. Remember how Judgment Day were champs? Mm-hmm. But then when they had that ladder match, they separated the Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Championships. But see, in this case, you introduced a unified championship because that's the key word in this statement, unified.
Because you're unifying both championships, which means that both of those championships cease to exist because they exist in that one championship, which means that anything that has to do with the Continental Classic, anything that has to do with the international belt, all resides in that one title. There is no split because you unified the title.
The Continental Classic should be for the but technically the Continental Classic should be for the unified championship, not for just one, because you use the word unified. Yeah, you use the word unified.
At no point did AEW, Tony Khan,
anybody in that company
tell y'all that those belts ceased to exist.
No, we get that part. That's not the part.
I know, but like,
we're just saying if you look outside of that logic, it sounds stupid.
Correct. That's what we're saying. We get like what they're saying.
You want to compare a green apple to a red apple. You're comparing how WWE handled this to how AEW.
No. It's not even a WWE AEW thing. It's just literally it's just a wrestling thing because again,
it's a wrestling thing.
The word unified, which means because we're okay. So why are we saying unified? And an
because right now it's unified.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Yes.
But the problem is
because they wanted to put asses and seats for Kenny Omega versus Okada again.
And that's fine. So then why not just be champ with two separate belts and defend them separately? Because if that's
this is what he's doing.
Okay, exactly. So then why is there a need for that third title if you're not treating them
when you as an individual are ever holding both?
Okay. So no. With that logic you're saying,
I see what he's saying there.
Okay, so with that logic you're saying, does that mean Bandito should have a third title? Does Samoa Joe should have a third title? Bandito was always champion.
Was there a tournament to unify these belts? Was there? Did there was no tournament to say we're gonna unify the AEW and the trio belts?
Because we're stating that the logic behind that would mean that any champ that has two belts would then be a unified champ if that's the case. If they're going to defend them separately like that, which means that
do we forget the term multi-champ exists?
No, and that's fine. And that's fine.
Okay, that's what we saying. What Okada should be.
Yes, but the problem is they literally said the unified champ. So if that's the case, then why not any person that has two belts? Hell, Mercedes, where's her? What she has 12 now? Where's her 13th belt to signify that she has all 13 belts?
Hey, pitch that to her as an idea. I get what you're going to. Tell her Joe should use that shoot.
You're going off the fact that because they stated it that's just what it is. That's fine if they said that. I'm just talking about the logic behind it because the logic behind it would state that
it's about the more logic. Yeah.
No, I mean no. I understand your logic and the gripe on it, but at the same time, they did spell it out for y'all.
That's fine.
They told you what these belts meant.
We're not disputing that. We're not
disputing what AEW told us. We're just saying if you step outside the bubble of the word unified and everything it means, this doesn't make sense.
Correct.
It doesn't make sense because you're saying you're unifying the Intercontinental and Continental, but there has never been a time in wrestling that when a title is unified, it could just be ununified at any given time.
And then unified back again.
And then unified back again.
AEW are innovators.
I knew you were about to say that.
Sure. If that's the way you want to go about it, if that's the way you see it, then sure.
All I'm trying to say is it looks like they're redefining what unified can mean. Literally innovating.
You can't redefine a word that has a meaning.
Okay. Hold on, Scoot. I'm gonna
look. They're telling you a belt can be unified temporarily. They're not saying that these belts are going to cease to exist. They're saying, hey, in this occasion, for these two singles titles, not one single title and a tag title, not multiple across 12 different fucking companies. No, for our two in-house singles titles, if you ever so happen to hold both, this is the belt to signify that.
This is gonna be
okay.
this is gonna be the weirdest fucking debate.
It has to be, but you know what? This one we'll do.
It's one of the weirdest for sure.
This one we'll do.